Hello friends, my name is Cece Borrego. I'm an esthetician and makeup artist, and I'm also a beauty guide with Limelight by Alcone, also known as Limelight. Today we're going to address the mature aging skin and how as we mature our skin loses the ability to hold on to moisture and elasticity to our skin, and the more makeup we use the more we tend to look cakey and dry. Well, today I'm going to show you how to get that youthful glow back to your skin that you had in your 20s. So stay tuned for 2 simple steps to give you that natural glow and that young looking skin that you crave. Okay, first steps for getting that nice youthful glow. We're going to start with the skin underneath our eyes. Our eyes tend to get really dry and they can get kind of crinkly underneath there, and makeup can kind of just want to attach to that skin and not want to spread and look smooth. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a product called Must Dew. Must Dew is a nice botanical booster that's oil based. It's nice and light. You're going to just kind of pop that right underneath the eye, and we're going to let that sit there for a few minutes while we get our foundation and our Must Dew mixed together to give us a dewy look for the rest of our skin. We're not going to put it on the top of our eye. Our top of our eye doesn't get as dry as it does on the bottom. So we're just putting the extra booster under there so it can really seep into that skin, sit on top of those lines and any dryness that you might get in there. You also want to make sure that you exfoliate your skin at least 2 or 3 times a week to get off that dead skin so it's not sitting on the outside of our skin. And while that's seeping in, we're going to take our Must Dew and we're going to use the back of our hand like a palette. And the reason why we use the back is because the front of our hand is too porous and it will absorb our product. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take our botanical foundation, which is really nice because it's a wax-based foundation, which means it works with any kind of skin type, whether you're dry, normal, combination. Because it is wax-based, it blends and melts down to the heat of your skin, so it doesn't stay cakey on your skin. But we want to still achieve that natural glow. So here we have the Must Dew. I took a little bit of my foundation, and what we're going to do is we're going to mix them together, just like so. Less is more with our foundation. You're going to find you get a very heavy coverage with a very little bit of product. So I took a very little bit of product here and I mixed it with the Must Dew so it's nice and wet and not too thick. Now if you want a really, I like to do a really light coverage. Now if you have some areas of skin darkening, dark circles, some adult acne areas that you need to cover up, definitely go ahead and use our waterproof concealer. You'll want to dab that on those areas first, and then we'll go ahead and then we'll mix our foundation with the Must Dew, and we're going to go over the top of that. So now that I've mixed them together, I'm going to do a very light coverage by using our buffer brush. Our buffer brush allows us to get a coverage to even out our skin, but not put too much cakiness onto the skin. We're simply just going to buff out the skin like so. Soft and easy. And what that's going to do, it's going to mix the botanical foundation with the Must Dew and even out the skin, and allowing it to stay on top of the skin and kind of like buff right into the skin. As you can see, I'm a little bit dark under my eyes, and I am just softly taking that foundation right up underneath the eye, right over the top of that Must Dew that we put on our skin, grabbing a little more product off my hand, buffing it in, and as you can see, from this side versus this side. Let's see if I can turn up my light a little bit. There we go. I have a nice even complexion here. See that nice little glow you see to my skin? It doesn't look dry or cakey or too thick, but my skin looks nice and buffed out, airbrushed even. It feels soft. It has that nice glow to it. Now I'm going to go on to the other side. Very lightly, just buffing right underneath that eye socket, right over the top of the Must Dew that we put on our eye. There we go. Right on top of the nose, And we're just softly buffing out all those areas. There we go. Now I'm going to grab a little bit more Must Dew, just a tad bit more, right onto my hand. I'm going to grab a little bit more of the foundation, and I'm going to blend them in together again, just like that. And you want to go a little bit at a time because it's so easy to overuse this product and get too much and waste it. So I blend just a little bit at a time until I get just the right amount that I need. Make sure to get right around the nose where we get a little bit dry, a little bit red and irritated. Right down the sides. This is one of my favorite looks to do, especially in the winter time when our skin tends to get super dry from the harsh cold. And people tend to like really pack on the makeup and they look really dry. And with mature skin, it just, you know, it doesn't hold well. And you tend to look a little overdone. So if you want to keep a nice youthful look, less is more. Less is a lot more. So as you can see, all I have on right now is the foundation that we just did. A little bit on my forehead here. And I just have a little bit of soft pink eyeshadow on my eyes and a little bit of the foundation just right on the bottom to highlight my eye, and mascara on the lashes. Okay? Now, because it is a botanical foundation that's made of wax and oil, we're going to want to set our makeup, but we're not going to want to set it with a setting powder because that's going to make us look matte, and we want to stay with that natural dewy look, but we still want to set that makeup so it lasts us all day. And that's where the 16 hour, it's called 10 Years Younger setting spray, again by Alcone, and Limelight by Alcone. It lasts up to 16 hours. You want to shake it up really good and just be really generous. It's very, very light mist. It doesn't overwhelm the skin. It seeps right in through the foundation and locks it down. And then you keep this nice, beautiful glow to your skin. And if you want to keep with that youthful look, I like to finish it up maybe with a little bit of a lip gloss. Something light, something natural, something just enough to grab a little more attention to my lips. I'm wearing red today, so I'm going to stay in, we'll stay in the red zone. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. And we'll keep it just like that. There you go. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope this helps you to get that natural dewy look. Thank you.